Mocha family, I am back from a shopping spree with my girls, and I immediately thought about you guys because I know where I went wrong, and I know that I could have done so much better. I ended up blowing up at them in the store, and then of course they told the line, but meanwhile I had, salespeople and other shoppers kind of looking at me like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, because they of course never blow up at their kids. But I'm just keeping it real, you guys. And I set myself up. First of all, we're shopping for summer clothes, and we decided to start the trip at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is like high snack time, which is the beginning of what I consider to be my witching hour. My blood sugar tends to be lower at that time, and I'm tired. I'm at the end of my patience. So, it was just the wrong time of day. So the first thing that happened is that my youngest immediately started crying for a snack. We went in to get a snack. She chose a box of Cheez-Its, which was too much for her to eat by herself. And so I thought, let's let them share. And then there was fighting over the snack even before we got into the store. Then we walk into the store and the selection is huge, and so they're overwhelmed. Now, for me, I'm like a kid in a candy store, and I take my time and I go through the stuff rack by rack, but I watch my daughters begin to just wander around, just looking, not touching anything, just wandering around the whole store and coming to the conclusion that they don't want anything, which is the last thing that I wanted. Limited time, a lot to do. And so I held it together until the oldest of the ones that was with me said that all she wanted was a sweatshirt. And I'm looking at her like, we're shopping for summer clothes. I'm not buying a sweatshirt. And I just lost it. And no one wants their mom to be angry and upset. And so she did slow down and start picking some summer items out. But I was just so frustrated. Like, you're complaining about not having anything to wear in this season, but you have an opportunity to pick something up, but then you want fall clothing or winter clothing. I was just really frustrated. So the first thing I would do differently, aside from picking an earlier time of day for me or a later time after we had already eaten, rested up a bit, and are more of in a chill mode, the first thing I would do is actually talk to them before we go into the store and make sure that each person understands what we're going in the store to do and what we're going in the store to get, and understands what I'm not willing to get. I think if everyone's expectations are in the right place, it's less likely that someone will go in with a whole entire different mindset. Another thing I think I should have done was to just split them up. It's much easier to deal with the issues of one child without having to discipline your youngest, who's suddenly running through the aisles and who is bored and doesn't want to be there and doesn't find any interest in the time that you're focusing on an older sibling. It's easier if that child isn't even there. If you were shopping for them, it would be easier to make it quick, focus in on what they want and keep them engaged than to keep them well behaved while you're dealing with an older sibling. And so there was a lot of bickering and nitpicking that I had to keep stopping and controlling. And I'm dealing with a kid that's talking about sweatshirts when I want to buy summer clothes. And so I think it takes longer for me to shop with them one by one, but in the long run, it could have been a mother-daughter one-on-one time that we could both cherish and still get the job done. So I would separate them, okay? And then I realized that a lot of the friction was a need for instruction. Like, I know what I'm doing when I go into a store, but I realized that maybe my daughters don't know. And so maybe they need to take time to be taught what to do. Like, I had to explain to them, you need to separate the clothes and go through the rack one by one, because you never know. You can't just look at the whole rack and know what's in there without actually sifting through. And maybe even take them to stores where the items are more on display, like a store like Old Navy that has more of the clothes hanging up on high up on the wall, and then the only thing you need to do is sift through to find the color you want and the size you want. That might be less intimidating for the girls and for me when we're shopping. And so it was a trip, you guys. And then after that, of course, I felt bad because I lost my temper. I was a little embarrassed because other people saw me lose my temper. But I apologized to them. I texted my friends asking for prayer. You know, for some strength, and maybe that's what helped me to calm down a little bit, because I apologized to them, and then, you know, I just hunkered down and decided to just do whatever it takes so that I could get out of there with something. And we did get out of there with something. Always make them try the stuff on if possible. Their bodies are changing. What they thought it looked like on the hanger may not be what it looks like when they actually put it on. And so we spent a good deal of time in the changing room, in the fitting room, and I was able to be a little bit more engaged during that part. That part was kind of fun, with everyone chipping in about their opinion about the different articles of clothing. But it's hard, you guys. It's hard. And I think the most important thing is not to get sucked into their emotions, whether they're apathetic. You know, try not to start thinking in your mind how ungrateful they are. And don't they know that I could be home relaxing, I'm hungry, I could be home taking care of this, taking care of that, you know, that I'm going out of my way to be here for them. Don't start thinking about, oh no, if we walk out of here with nothing, I have to hear them complain all week and in coming days about not having anything to wear when we took this time for them to be able to find something, but they didn't. In actuality, that could be a good learning experience if you allow it to be. If you could get past the frustration of you looking good, going out with your kid who doesn't have everything they need, and you looking like the negligent parent. If you can get past worrying about what other people think about that, I think it is a good learning experience for them to go wake up and not have anything to wear, and then point out to them, we were in the store, you didn't want to choose anything, you didn't like anything, you thought nothing was good. I've been to the mall, a massive mall with every store you could possibly think of, and that particular mall had more than one of certain stores because it was just so huge. You know, one side of the mall would have the store, the other side of the mall would have the same store. And my girl still walked out of there with like one shirt, or, you know, I didn't like anything, I didn't see anything. Really? I don't know if it's the online shopping generation and it's better for them to order stuff online and have it come to the door, have them try the stuff on, ship the stuff back that they don't want. I don't know if that's another viable option, a better option. I think my girls were a lot happier, you know, sifting through the stuff on the computer. Maybe that's one way we need to shift. Maybe that would be better. But I'll let you guys know how it goes. Leave me your suggestions in the comment section down below if you have some other ideas aside from what I've suggested. But it's so challenging, you guys. It's so challenging. Be blessed.